Hey, g'day. Today I'd just like to give you a brief tutorial on why I think that even fan nozzles are not a fabulous idea on single spot sprayers with 50 centimetre or 38 for that matter nozzle spacings you see in sprayers out there. Okay, let's have a look at a calculator. Let's look at some numbers, shall we? On our website, if you'll go to calculators, I don't know if you can see it, but it's up there in the menu, and we'll head our way down, and we'll select from the left there, here, spot spray calculator. Okay, there's a whole pile of information there that's worth a read, but the main thing here to notice is what we call the target zone. You'll see that with using tapered nozzles, there's a whole lot more distribution in the middle, and that middle is defined by your nozzle spacing. So nozzle in the middle, and so that would be 50 centimeters from edge to edge. So what we're talking about is measuring what's in there, in the middle, in the target zone, and not worrying about what's in the taper zones, because they're in the target zone of the nozzle next door. So anyway, let's agree to all this stuff and move on. Okay, let's pick an example, shall we? Let's say we've got the See and Spray. We're doing 18 kilometers per hour. We'll pick a nozzle height of 70 centimeters. Nozzle spacing of 50 centimeters. Bear in mind the nozzle spacing doesn't matter in terms of the actual calibration. It's to give us a guide as to what nozzle angle to choose. On 50 centimeters, we need a wider angle just to cover the gap in between. All right, so we've got options of pressure regulated, PWFM, that's your Agrifac and Weed It, and PWM, which is on your Miller or your Goldacres or what have you. All right, so let's just push the button down there and have a look at what results we get for 18Ks, 70 high. Let's have a look. If we're chasing 100 litres a hectare, we're looking at 80-degree nozzles. Look here, the footprint, that's the spray width. That's what we calibrate the rate on, not the nozzle spacing. So it's a lot bigger than the nozzle spacing. All right, so this calculation, which is the spray width rate in litres per hectare, we can't even get 100 litres per hectare, even with an 08, because of the wide footprint. Okay, so if we go up here, there's a little button we can press which says Show Target Zone Rate. So if we'll click on that, now we're going to show the rate that is available in that middle target zone area that I talked about before. Okay, so let's hone in on the 05s and the 06s down here, shall we? All right, so in order to get close to 100 litres per hectare, an 06 ain't going to do it, not quite. An 08 does it comfortably. All right, so if you're using an even fan nozzle, you'd be doing a rate of 91 litres per hectare. If you're using an 08 nozzle, in the target zone, you're doing 125 litres per hectare. Now, not to worry, all we need to do there is reduce the concentration of the chemical in order to be using the right amount of active in the target zone. So in fact, we'd be saving a bit more, saving heaps in fact. Right, so the way you do that is simply divide that 125, which is the target zone rate, into the numbers of litres in your tank, and that gives you the number of doses to put in the tank. And your rate per hectare on target will be spot on. And that's why even fan nozzles can't even get to 100 litres per hectare, all right? At least not at the optimum 3 bar, where is where we work out all these numbers. So I hope that's helpful. Forgive me for being not quite dressed. It's Boxing Day, Anyway, Happy New Year coming up, and we'll catch you all later.